And it's my experience as a minister in Maharashtra teach me many things. With the 10 crores equity from government, I am the only politician in the country who raised 4,000 crores from the capital market. And where I want 400 crore, I get 1,180 crores. And with 2.5 years, I complete the work of 8,000 crores. That Bombay-Pune Express Highway, the 55 flyovers in Mumbai, and Worli-Bandra ceiling project. And today, as long as the cost is recovered. So the best way is with full transparency, good technology, at the same time good technology with low cost. Because comparing with the people from abroad, they have good technology, but their cost is very high. So we have to see that how we can reduce the cost of the technology, because they will get good work. And you have to find out the models. Just like municipal corporation in metro cities, then the Nagpur, Pune, this type of cities. After that, go to the municipal corporation, A, B, C grade. And everywhere, if you can make a good model, good policy, I feel that it is very easy. Someday before I was a rural development minister, at that time we started the scheme that Sansad Adarsha Gram Yojana. So I suggest to needy people to make one scheme by which every village, their sewage water, and now there is a possibility that we can generate biomass by using biotechnology, and using that biomass into biodigester, where we will get the gas. At the same time, we get CNG, and in the village also, they should be free from the pollution. So the technology is available. 17% of the wasteland is available. We can convert that wasteland into getting non-edible oil seed, where we can get biodiesel from it. We can use it for different part of the thing. Even we can generate biomass, and from biomass we can generate power. So now this is the time that we have to find out the solution on the basis of that, how we can eradicate the poverty, how we can increase the employment potential, and how we can create a sustainable livelihood for the people. And it's from pollution, free from air pollution and water pollution. I feel that here is the economics is there. The idea is conversion of waste into wealth. I am also working on one project in solid waste management. I am working in farmers. So in particularly Vidarbha area, we have got a lot of cotton. After taking cotton from the tree, the cotton straw is waste. And the cotton straw, they are just farmers are taking it and burn it. So we have the one company from Gujarat, Shaktiman, they form such a machinery, and some uprooter and other thing we are using. We have 12 industries now, and with our social initiative, we are giving employment to 15,000 youth of our area, where the farmers are making suicides. They are making the pellets having caloric value of 4,700, and we are using it as a gas. In my house, one small gas stove is there, and you just see it's very good. Our principal secretary said to have seen it, he was very much impressed by it. And now in Nagpur, 1,000 restaurants are using it. It's a 40% cost of the gas. So it is eco-friendly, no CO2. So we have to make this option economically viable. Even in Ganga also I am working, our idea was that there is a 15,000 ton of sewage slush is there. And everywhere it is the need, and the Prime Minister is also convinced by it. To giving money to the state government and corporation, it never get a good success story. Out of 100, 1, 2 cases may be there. So it's a clear-cut proven fact that if given it to the corporation with a government system, you take it that there will be 100% you are going to defeat it, because it's not possible. We have to create a model with the cooperation with the corporations, and taking confidence to the political leadership. Somewhere I feel that if we can get it the gas from it, bio-CNG, this is my feeling, I have not exactly study about it, but you don't need to give any viability gap for that. Taking gas, CO2, and the water, we can sell it to the industry for power generation. I probably feel that it can be possible. But somewhere, if suppose it needs, you can do 10%, 20% viability gap. So that can be possible. So model is giving viability gap is good thing, if suppose it needed as far as the project report is concerned. But at the same time, this is the time for the country, and here is a huge potential. But we have to make the different type of model. One model is for the village, one model is for the municipal town, Nagar Parishad, then municipal corporation A, B, C, then the municipal corporation in metro cities, different type of models we have to consider about it. And as far the technology is concerned, the technologies are good, but the cost is very high. In Ganga, when I was working for this Ganga project, the NIRI gave me a presentation for one technology by which in every village, without using power, they can make that water clean, and that can be used for gardens and for playground. So we need the cheap technology with very, very low cost. We need professional efficiency. We need full transparency. We need time-bound approach. And the most important thing is the strong political will for implementing all these projects. When in one media, the people were asking me in Pune, at that time when I was constructing Bombay-Pune Express Highway, one of the senior journalists asked me a question. How much money you have? I just tell them 10 crore rupees with me. So what is the cost of the project? I said 2,000 crores. At that time, I reject the proposal of Reliance that was of 3,600 crore. So then asked me how much time you will get to complete this project. I said 2.5 years. So all journalists, they laugh. And he asked me, you are a politician coming and saying anything, and you are supposed that we should write on it. What do you have? How you can say that you can do it? I just say one thing, and that is I remember in my whole life that if there is a will, there is a way. And if there is no will, there is only survey, discussion, seminar, committee, subcommittee, and research group. So probably my experience is that you must take the decisions. And not taking decisions is a bad thing. So in my ministry, I am very much particular about it. You take a wrong decision, it's no problem, but you take the decision. And my experience is good. When I taken minister as a charge of my ministry, our road construction was per day 2 kilometers, and now it is end of this March, it will be 15 kilometers per day. And within 8 months, I have signed the contracts of 1 lakh crores. So money is not the problem for me. It never a problem for me. I never am going to ask to the finance minister what type budget you are giving. He is also promised me to give me increasing my budget. But the money is not the problem. You can find out a lot of solutions. Today I have a big plan. I know that when I given my plan, people are not ready to, it is difficult for them to believe me. But I always tell to the people that I have got a previous track record, that no journalist in the country can't ask me any question about my declaration, because whatever I declare, my strong political will always, I am going to complete it. So it's possible. And as far as this wastewater management and drinking water management, about 24/7, and conversion of waste into wealth, this is the future. And I feel that this can create a lot of employment to the youth. This can definitely going to change as far as the global challenges we are facing. This pollution, air pollution, water pollution is a big problem. As a minister, already I have taken a decision to convert all our public transport on ethanol, biodiesel, biogas, and electric. I'm going to bulldoze the things. I'm not going to listen to anybody. In the next budget, I'm going to start it because of this. And the most important thing is, the import of diesel, petrol, gas is 9 lakh crores. Make in India, and we have to really think seriously about it. The price of rupees compared to the dollar going to 62 rupees, it is because of our import of this crude and creating more pollution. So this is the need of the country, that how we can change this situation. So my request for you, because you are the more expert people, I am not very much experienced about it, that you should prepare a report, project, economically viable, where recycling of water and selling water to industry or for power generation, for gardens. And second thing, to get bio-CNG from it, you can sell CO2. There is also a possibility that you can use that CO2 in water, by which you can make algae. And by algae, you can make biodiesel. So the value addition is there. So conversion of waste into wealth is the future. And as far as our ecology and environment is concerned, this is a tremendously having a large capacity, large potential, huge potential, giving a lot of employment to the youth. And as far as our country is concerned, for the clean environment, it's very essential. At least it reduces the cost where we are using on these medicines and doctors' practices. This is all because of this polluted water. As a rural minister for drinking water, all that problem of arsenic and a lot of things are there. And if we can improve the level of water pollution and air pollution, it can be a great thing for our country. This is very important subject. I am very much confident that this is viable, and we have to think about in details how to make the project economically viable with the good internal rate of return. We were think about it that from the bank loan, we can make it the low cost interest. And now also there is also one idea if you can do it. In my departments, the ports and shipping corporation, they are getting something 3,000 crores dollars income in dollars. So now I'm going to make a instrument by which I can get loan in dollar without hedging by reducing the cost, interest cost. So somewhere the people who are coming from abroad, they have got a good thing that they can invest in dollar. The hedging is also a problem. We have to reduce the interest cost. And by reducing the interest cost, we can make the project economically viable. Conversion of waste into wealth is the future. And I am really congratulating you for this good initiative. And from our government side, for the smart city and other thing, we will definitely consider your suggestions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister.
I can't resist asking you two questions because, you know, you are such a champion of public-private partnerships, and you have shown it, you know, by staying with it in Nagpur. You know, in the last 2-3 years experience has led many people to think that public-private partnership is not the future here. And even from the government, you are hearing now voices which say that there should be more public investment. So I would like you to say a little bit on how, in an environment where there isn't adequate trust between the public sector and the private sector, and there isn't sufficient autonomy at the operating level. You know, when we talk of public-private partnership, we have from the private sector very, you know, strong teams of lawyers, accountants, financial restructurers. But at the local government level, at the other end, you have half an accountant, a quarter of a lawyer. So, you know, their partnership...
All waste material is available. They can convert into vermiculture.
No, so my question to you is, are you going to really invest in capacity at the local government level and have actively state governments holding their hand so that they can make public-private partnership work? And second question, economic viability is much easier said than done. So what are your suggestions on the willingness to charge and convincing people so that they are willing to pay for good quality service? Those two, if you could address, I think it will be really helpful to us.
Fortunately, the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister, and I in particular, we are on the same path. I don't know what the bureaucracy feels, but we are the policymaker. So we are on the same path. It is our political compulsions that we have no money. Why this PPP model is coming? It is good or bad, that is another question. But it is coming from the political compulsion because we have no money. Now in Ganga, the 15,000 sludge is there. If you want to make Ganga free from all water pollution, we need 60,000 crores at least. So I request Prime Minister that we can make this 16,000 crores project with 20,000 crores. How it is possible? So we can use the existing projects which are available of cost 4,000 crores, use it. Then we can make somewhere by biogas, making the energy also because the power is the